Next up on Nick at Night, Weeknight there with Muller. And then, after that, there are 2 shows the Nick at Night could actually get at the last minute. That's right now on Nick at Night. I always thought that there could be a show that's better than the it actually funny, entertaining, and that's the way things right, the usual dog show, far away from Brad Garrett's home and picks up and really and now a man who once said Brad Garrett needs to get another job, even though he's making a little bit of money from the other club. I don't blame him for that much. Muller! Ha! Welcome to Week Update. I'm Muller. What's up, guys? Alright. So it's Shoutout Spotlight when it's our Specs Podcast and Spend Edits. They're probably on his vigilante videos and things like that. Emmanuel Gabbard this thing covers Rebecca K. Netas and Netas like Swag Voice XM 3TV, A Studios and voice acting and things like that. Over J2 exclamation mark. All things interesting. Diamond Doc Cammy with his videos and you know what? He sings, he acts, he voice acts, he voice acts, whatever. All those things. And Rocky wrote and you know, on Twitter and you know what? You know, we're going to have a message from him later on in this program. Actually done the editing experiments, right? So stay tuned for that. But anyway, you know what we gotta do? We do this every time. We gotta start by saying, what's up? What's up with Brad Garrett? Guy who wants to work again. Trust me, after this show, he will get a job. Trust me. Now, Ray Romano didn't want to work with him when everybody loves Raymond for 2 reasons. He doesn't know him, and he wanted Danny DeVito. Well, guess what? Brad got the job, but he now wants something else. Don't ask me what it is, because you already know. Now, here's something on. Many years ago, he was ignored by the people in charge of the Emmy Awards. So, Bob Barker decided to give him an Emmy all of his own. That's nice. That is the guy who should be on TV. Not the Barker who made the models mad. Come on now. And now, folks, it's time once again for another message from our punching bag. Here we go. Okay, very quickly, let's see what the punching bag has to say. Alright, here we go. Brad Garrett is pretty fortunate and pretty lucky to be able to have a chance to be a part of a show that is now making him millions and millions of dollars a year in syndication. Wait, huh? I need a deal on that. Come on now. Okay, that wasn't so much of a message as much as, you know, one of those shorts that you would see on the big screen during the movies. But that's what we got. And now, MP has something else for you. It's called Top 8 List. Here we go. Let's see where we're at. Okay, come on, what's it? Oh, here we go. Search category. Top 8 words that can be used to describe Brad Garrett. Number 8, crazy. Number 7, normal. 6, interesting. 5, fishy. Number 4, goofy. Number 3, skunky. Number 2, insane. And number 1, famous. Really? This is a weird list. More after this, you're still watching Weeknight Update. Now, here it is, your Friday night.
Today on Tasty Meals, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious meal with just one simple ingredient. A phone. I'm going to have a medium cheese.
Nickate, Nite. Nicket. Nick at Night for me.
Better living through television.
Now, isn't that some beautiful carpeting? And beautifully installed, too. You know this lady bought her carpeting without ever leaving her home? Sure did. She just called Empire. 588-2300 Empire. See, when you call Empire, our guys come right out with lots of big samples. And then after you pick the carpet that matches your decor exactly, you don't have to wait a month or 6 weeks for it. No way. See, there are 8 crews like mine, so while others are just getting it together, we get it done. Gee, you'd think it would cost you more to shop in your home this way, wouldn't you? But it doesn't, really. And not only that, but when you buy carpeting for 2 rooms or more, Empire gives you this Bissell rug shampooer, free. There's the number to call, 588-2300. Oh, and with our credit plan, you don't have to make an installment payment for 60 days. I tell you, it's a great way to buy carpeting. 588-2300 Empire. Give us a call right now.
Scott the boys. Hey, how you doing tonight? Doing fine. How about yourself? I'm doing all right. You know, things behind the scenes can be a little nuts sometimes and a little crazy. Yeah, but I'll tell you this right now. Joke Chowder is still pretty cool, right? Yeah, it is. Do we have another one? Yes, we do. Let's see what you guys got.
So, did you guys get the memo?
Yup! The memo talks about how we should all make Joke Chowder a show that everyone will watch.
It doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, the show comes on around 3 in the morning. Who's actually watching this anyway?
The milkman, the mailman, and anybody who still can't sleep.
So, we're basically doing the show for about 10 people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Chowder Gang, it's time to start the show.
Florida, it's Joke Chowder, the only show that serves as a Valentine's Day gift for you and a learning experience for Brad Garrett. And now, 2 people who are willing to make fun of Brad Garrett without any problems whatsoever, Diamond Kinnear and Miss Becky.
Hey, we're here! Welcome to Joke Chowder, where jokes and the love of comedy always meet. Good morning, I'm Diamond Kinnear.
And I'm Miss Becky! So, it's almost Valentine's Day. How are we going to celebrate it?
And we're gonna make some jokes about Brad Garrett.
I thought we were going to exchange some Valentines.
Anyway, let's listen to the first joke from Joey Headphones. This one is about him almost being fired from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Brad Garrett did a show called Everybody Loves Raymond. But Ray Romano said that he didn't want him on the show because he wanted a Danny DeVito character as a brother. Well, I wanted to have a popular game show like Alex Trebek or Pat Sajak, but we all have to move on eventually.
Well, he's right about moving on, but Joey needs to stop being so selfish.
Sure. Move on, but I have a crush on Diamond.
What?
Nothing!
That's what I thought. Now Greg Stevenson has a joke about Brad getting some attention from Bob Barker.
Okay, so Bob Barker helps Brad Garrett out just by making an award for him. In other news, it looks like there might be some hope for us after all.
I don't think that Bob Barker will help you out, Greg, especially considering the fact that he currently owns everyone at least $25 billion.
Are we going to mention why?
I don't think we're in any position to talk about that.
Okay.
Now it's time to listen to what Dave Passions has to say. It may not be funny enough for Broadway, but it's our Chowder of the Week.
Brad Garrett was on TV a lot and he had a lot of money. Where's my shot? Well, he worked with Ray Romano and got Bob Barker's help. Hold on, why isn't he on Yelp?
Wait, that's our chowder of the week? Who writes these things?
Really, Diamond? You would rather talk about that instead of the fact that I want to spend Valentine's Day alone with you?
Well, that's news to me. Why didn't you spend Valentine's Day alone with me when you've tried to kiss Vigilante for a long time?
Well, every time I see you, I dream about us being alone on the cruise.
Oh, Miss Becky, you're making me blush. Of course, I don't know how Vigilante will take it.
Gotta run! Toodles!
Okay, that's it for Joke Chowder. I'm Diamond Kinnear, and I hope that your Valentine's Day will go well. Until next week, later!
This has been Joke Chowder. Now back to Weeknight Updates, Brad Garrett Spectacular. And stay tuned for whatever else we can find within the next 25 minutes or so. That's all coming up next on Nick at Night.
Happy Valentine's Day from all of us here at Nick at Night.
Remember, folks, old shoes should never be Valentine's Day gifts.
Joke Chowder gets its power from Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios Florida. Happy Valentine's Day.
I've made a personal decision to try better living through television, but to make it right, I've gotta have Nick at Night.
Alright, that was so much fun and very entertaining. Now it's time for a little talking time. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
1808 BBC, before your common era, all the chickens and lickens came together and they did this every day at 8:08 and 8:04 in the AM, PM, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, all times a day to commemorate talking time. And hey, Adam, remember the talking time theme song? Yeah, Adam is going to once again sing the talking time anthem. All right, so everybody grab your pillows and sing with him. Step 2. Suck it down, suck it down. Suck it down, suck it down. Welcome back, talking timer. Next time, all we do is Coogie, and Coogie is a clown. Wait a minute, why don't you join in on the fun? Nah, bruh. Why not? Do you want that dog to wow out? No. Now, tonight we're talking about Brad Garrett, who played Robert Barone on Everybody Loves Raymond. But here's what's interesting. Ray Romano, the star of the show, did not want Brad Garrett to play, his brother. Because this is what he said, alright? He said, well, I read the script, and one thing that was made very clear was that Ray didn't want me. Now, that was what Brad said. Alright? And, Ray Romano said, oh, it's that guy from Star Search. Sorry, I don't see him playing my brother. And on top of that, guess what? Apparently, when the pilot was shot, he was living across the street from his family. Ray Romano said that the brother that was actually portrayed on that program in real life was a scrappy, smaller guy. And that he wanted a Danny DeVito type to play his brother. Of course, Brad was 6 feet 8 inches tall. So they said, what I view as an actor when I play Robert is Ray's an only child, and they forgot to tell Robert. You know what Garrett explained. And then he said he knew when he auditioned that Romano and Rosenthal, who was the other executive producer of the program, they would either love it or send him on his way. But and apparently, according to Garrett, Romano didn't see his audition, and that if he had, things may have gone much different. According to Garrett, he said, I was the only character that was cast right after Ray and before the other characters. I was the only one that read without Ray being in the room. He was in New York and he couldn't get back in time. I have a feeling that if Ray was in the room, I'd be waiting on you right now at a restaurant. Well, guess what? Many years later, the show is still in syndication, and Brad Garrett was on that show. Now, here's what's up. All right? You know what? Ray, on that program, this is true. One year, everybody was nominated for an Emmy. One year, except for Brad. And everybody was bringing him down. Everybody was mocking him and everybody else, right? But then, one day, actually, during the Emmy Awards, everybody was getting their awards and things like that. And Bob Barker, to his credit, he was still the host of The Price is Right. And I think it was before the allegations came out and everything else that, it was then that he came out from backstage with confetti and balloons and a trophy for Brad that said "World's Greatest Actor." You know what? And Rosenthal said that Mr. Barker was very sweet, and that the models were presenting, and they thought, we just needed to tell Brad that we loved. And that was Bob Barker and things like that. But what can you do? But after that, several years later, he won 3 Emmys. So I guess Bob Barker did a good thing. Too bad it had been mauled by some of the bad things that he did beforehand. Well, that is it for another program. I am glad that we were able to come up with a good show. From top to bottom, it was great. We don't know how we're going to top this, but we're going to do our best to keep you folks entertained. And on Monday, we're going to keep this show going. All right? Also, enjoy the weekend. Now, pay attention to the special message that's coming up and the rest of the ending experiments. All right? That's the news. I'm out, skis. Farewell, bye, farewell. Hey, folks. Listen. We have a little bit of an issue here, and this time it's none of our control. Alright? Just want to make that clear, alright? But I'm going to let our newest Not Ready for Late Night player, Rocky Bolt, and explain what's going on, alright? Don't worry, everything will be alright next week. Or at least I hope. Cross your fingers. Here we go. What you're about to see is going to be crazy. It's going to be authentic. It's going to be something that has never been done on any other late night show. This show is the only show that can do it. Why? Because we care about you folks at home. Alright? So please enjoy this. It's time for the ending experiments. Let's see how crazy, wacky, and funny we can be this time. The Total Gym says, leave Brad Garrett alone. And also, have a happy Valentine's Day.
Facts.
Hey folks, listen. One of you recently stated that you like the show because of the toys that come out during the top 8 list and things like that. Now I get it that what you want something that will remind you of Craig Ferguson. I like doing stuff that will remind you of Craig Ferguson's show. Once in a while as well. But what if you like the toys so much to the point that you have fallen in love with them? And I don't know if this is the right place for it because the toys are starting to creep out. Are starting to be a little creeped out. So please chill. All right. Please be chill about it. All right. I don't mean to actually say this during the show, but come on. I'm serious. Anyway, please enjoy the rest of whatever this is. So, Brad Garrett is, still, somewhere in Hollywood, even though, let's be honest, Ray Romano didn't want him to be on Everybody Loves Raymond, right? Seems kind of fishy if you ask me, but hey, what can you do? So, what did we learn? Well, we learned that Brad Garrett is, a crazy man who is also brilliant and who got love from a former game show host who has been getting into a lot of trouble in recent years. And we also learned that, Ray Romano, is a little loopy for not actually considering him from the jump. We gotta move, but we hope that you have a great Valentine's Day and things like that. Now I'll see you back here on Monday. Here it is, your musical performance time.
And now, jazzing your stress away, it's the musical performance time.
Ladies and gentlemen, for this week's musical performance time we would like to take you all the way back to the days when Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was still on the air. How many of you can remember the theme song of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?